people want to go to a game and feel that they can wear the colour of their country on their backs, in terms of the shirts, the scarves that they wear.
They play in Swansea, they play in Cardiff, they play in Colwyn Bay, they play in Pontypridd, so they do play across Wales.
But yeah, it would be good to see Wales on a national stage, if I was talking kind of with my heart rather than my head.
A Welsh rugby player gets to wear the red of his country and the three feathers. A Welsh football player gets to wear the red of his country and a red dragon. But when it comes to cricket, a Welshman has to wear this. Yes, that's right. A Welshman has to represent England at international level in cricket. It has been argued that a Welshman dresses up as an Englishman at international level, and I'm curious to see whether that will ever change. Wales is a passionate country when it comes to supporting their national teams. Tens of thousands of fans will descend upon the capital city of Cardiff when the rugby team are competing in the annual Six Nations Championships at the Millennium Stadium, or when the football team head to the Cardiff City Stadium to do battle with other European teams in qualifying campaigns. But the people of Wales are deprived of the opportunity of doing the same when it comes to cricket.
I think that as a nation that Wales should and deserves to have its own national cricket team. I think that when we look at other sports in Wales, we have our national teams, and people can feel a sense of pride then of having to support their own teams. And it is an emotional issue, I think. People want to go to a game and feel that they can wear the colour of their country on their backs, in terms of the shirts, the scarves that they wear, and I think that's something that people are missing out with regards to cricket in Wales. And cricket is a hugely grassroots sport in Wales. There's thousands of teams, and I think those teams deserve to have a national team to support.
Although the passion and pride of representing and supporting your home country are obvious reasons for the establishment of a Welsh national cricket team, there have been issues raised that the future of Wales's only first-class cricket team will be at risk. In an ideal world, Wales would have their own national cricket team that could work in partnership with the Glamorgan County Cricket Club while the team continued to play in the English County Championship. However, things can't always work out the way that everyone wanted to. A creation of a Welsh national cricket team would mean that they would separate from the England and Wales Cricket Board, establishing their own system. If this was the case, it is argued that Glamorgan, who have been playing in the English County Championship for almost 100 years, may lose their place in the English League system, and with that, vital funding.
A good thing to see a Welsh national cricket team on many respects, playing on the world stage. But I think there's a bigger kind of political picture that we need to look at, especially from a Glamorgan cricket and Swailwick Stadium point of view. Mostly being that kind of we're funded by the England, and then it's obviously the Wales Cricket Board. But if we went out on our own, it would cause kind of issues for Glamorgan being part of the county cricket structure, and obviously it would present issues for England playing international cricket at the Swailwick Stadium. But yeah, it would be good to see Wales on a national stage, if I was talking kind of with my heart rather than my head.
Where Glamorgan Cricket Club understand the desire for a national cricket team, they have to voice their concerns about their future first and foremost. Some Assembly members still think that a Welsh national team and Glamorgan can coexist, but other AMs have more sympathy for the Cardiff-based club.
I think the important thing is what the impact of trying to set up a Welsh cricket team is in terms of our current connections with the cricket, the England and Wales Cricket Board, and particularly in terms of the impact on Glamorgan, which is of course the first-class team currently playing in Wales. And even though they're called Glamorgan, they play in Swansea, they play in Cardiff, they play in Colwyn Bay, they play in Pontypridd, so they do play across Wales. Glamorgan is our main contact with first-class cricket. We have a number of Welsh players going through into first-class cricket as a result of that. My concern is that if we decide to sever those ties, we'll find ourselves in a situation whereby we will no longer be able to have first-class cricket in Wales. We'll no longer have the funding which comes to Glamorgan for Wales as part of that, and that massive investment, of course, in Sophia Gardens. And we'll have a situation whereby we'll be losing out as a result of taking what is a political decision without actually considering the actual sporting pros and cons of taking that decision.
At present, the Swailwick Stadium in Cardiff can be used as a home venue for the England national cricket team, but if Wales were to devolve and become a separate cricketing nation, the ground would no longer be able to hold England's matches. The stadium in the capital city of Wales has played host to the Ashes Test matches and one-day internationals in recent years, and will again stage an England ODI when India visit Cardiff in August. These big matches bring in great income to Glamorgan Cricket Club while also providing a boost to the Welsh economy, when it is argued that Wales' own cricket team would be unable to do the same.
Wales would start off in a very low division. We're playing against the likes of kind of Fiji and teams like that. I think when you start off at the bottom there, that's been very difficult to sustain, especially from a spectator interest point of view and ticket sales, things like that. Looking at from a stadium perspective, nobody's going to get excited about watching Wales, against Fiji at cricket.
Dan Cherry made 40 first-class appearances for the Glamorgan cricket team before taking up his current role of stadium manager at the club after his retirement. Dan is a proud Welshman, but was never able to represent his country at international level. You couldn't argue with him if he told you he felt bitter or aggrieved at not being able to take to the crease wearing a Wales cricket jersey, but surprisingly, this is not the case. Dan did, however, represent the Wales Minor Counties team, which some AMs argue is sufficient enough to represent Wales at cricket. But the pinnacle for him was donning the Glamorgan jersey.
I always saw representing Glamorgan as playing for Wales. That was the kind of the pinnacle kind of in domestic games, playing for Glamorgan here in Cardiff. When we went to Swansea and Colwyn Bay, that kind of gave you the reflection you were representing Wales because you were representing Glamorgan around the whole country. I think the Wales Minor Counties side is, when I certainly played in it, was a lower standard, and it was almost like playing for a Glamorgan second team or an academy kind of team. So it was development kind of side really. So you never really got that same sense that you represented your country. Because it was just seen as a stepping stone towards achieving a place in the Glamorgan team, which was almost like representing Wales.
That is very good. The swing works, the oracle again. Quite brilliant from Simon Jones.
Only 16 Welshmen have represented England at international level. The most recent caps have been current Glamorgan coach Robert Croft, who thinks of England as the British Lions, and Geraint Jones, who was a wicketkeeper in the 2005 Ashes series. The last Welshman being the most expensive player in the world following his £86 million move to Real Madrid in the summer. But, without a national cricket team in Wales, what cricket players are there to look up to?
If you're not going to have sports people who people can look up to that are in our national team structures, then how are we supposed to inspire people to take up cricket in the future? At the end of the day, young people playing rugby and football, as we know, do so because they can see the Gareth Bales of this world, the Sam Warburtons, and they can see how successful they are. And the fact that it's been since 2005 and we haven't had somebody in the English team is just really, really worrying, I think. And everybody should be concerned, from political leaders to sports leaders to school leaders to young people who now potentially could be turning to other sports to get that motivation and will forget cricket as an option for them.
Although Wales are very much a part of the England team, they are very rarely mentioned in the media or commentary. It is the England and Wales Cricket Board, and it is the England and Wales cricket team, but many people are unaware of this because of their lack of coverage. Could it be possible to rebrand the England team to make Wales feel more a part of it? This could be done by perhaps including a daffodil on the sleeve or incorporating a Welsh colour into the kit. But this would be a very controversial decision that would go against England tradition.
But I really do think that we do need to assert our identity more within that cricket board, and I think that's absolutely right. We need to make sure that, that the commentators refer to the England and Wales team when they're playing test matches. We need to make sure that even in Wales, the media don't always refer to the England and Wales team, they refer to the English cricket team. We need to try to change that mindset of thinking. And I think if we manage that, we might encourage more people to come forward who want to play cricket at a first-class level.
There will always be a dream and a desire for Wales to one day have their own cricket team, wearing their own country's colours. But that is a long, long way away in the professional era, when money is tight and the future of Glamorgan County Cricket Club could be in doubt. For now, a Welshman will have to aspire to wear the 3 lions of England rather than the 3 feathers of Wales. Every cloud has a silver lining, however, as Glamorgan will be able to provide an opportunity for cricketers to wear the daffodil all around Wales.